Mitigating and managing your business risk is so important for sustainable growth and resilience. Hey y'all, I'm Lu Donovan, but you can call me Lu. I started my first business at 19, and now I run and own 6 businesses. One of which I help entrepreneurs just like you set the foundation for their business. In this video, I am going to go over the steps that will help you identify and mitigate your business risk, show you how to develop a risk management plan, and a few tips on effective risk mitigation. When we were first going into the food hall acquisition, we made the mistake of not going with a commercial construction loan and instead went with a commercial renovation loan. However, not before long, we realized that the loan was not going to allow us the flexibility we needed as we completed our architectural designs and our MEP drawings, meaning we would not have enough funds to finish the project. Our mitigation strategy was to make changes in our original budget and design that would not impact our overall mission and look we wanted for the food hall, in addition to going back to our banker and requesting additional funding to open the doors to the food hall. I've mitigated risks by ensuring my personal and business credit score are impeccable in order to go after any additional funding needs that may be needed across my businesses. One thing that folks don't realize is that my business planning has allowed me to mitigate the risk of moving forward with a business idea that was not a viable option or did not make sense to move forward with financially. Here are some key steps to help in identifying and mitigating business risks. The first step is to identify your risks. You want to do this by assessing potential risks specific to your industry, market conditions, competition, and regulatory environment. Make sure you consider internal risks such as financial stability, operational processes, and human resources. Step 2 is to do a risk assessment. This is where you prioritize your identified risks based on their likelihood of occurrence and potential impact on business objectives. In step 3 is where we actively work to mitigate the risks we identified and assessed. This is where you develop and implement risk mitigation strategies tailored to each identified risk and allocate your resources to effectively manage and reduce your risks. This may include diversifying suppliers, securing insurance, or creating contingency plans. And then the final step is to incorporate a continuous monitoring plan and review your identified risks and their mitigation strategies to ensure effectiveness. Additionally, you will adjust your mitigation strategies as your business conditions change or new risks emerge. By following these steps, you will be able to systematically identify, assess, and mitigate your risks to help improve overall business stability. Here is how you develop a risk management plan. Developing a risk management plan involves systematically identifying potential risks, prioritizing them based on impact and the likelihood of it occurring, and implementing those measures to either avoid, reduce, transfer, or even accept the risk. Your plan should have the following outline for each section. First up, risk identification. This is where you're going to document potential risks specific to your business. For example, product delivery delays during back to school, possible decrease in available CDO licensed truck drivers due to pending strike. Next, you're going to do the risk assessment. This is where you identify the potential for it to occur and the impact if it should occur. For example, the potential for this risk to occur is high, and the impact is high, as it will reduce revenue and cause customer dissatisfaction. Risk mitigation and contingency planning is where you identify mitigation strategies to manage your risks so that it does not occur, and also document your contingency plan should your risk be realized. It's also where you will allocate resources to manage your risk. To continue with our product delay example, our mitigation strategy for this risk may be to identify and contract with an additional transportation company to deliver products from our warehouses to our vendors, and our contingency plan could be that we decide to accept the risk and assume the losses. For this risk, we will assign it to the product team to manage. And lastly, we have risk monitoring. This is where our mitigation efforts will be monitored on an ongoing basis. So for example, we may have a weekly team meeting to follow up with the product team on the status of our risk. Here are a few practical tips to manage your risks effectively. To help with effectively managing your risk is to create a risk tracker, where you can track your identified risk and follow up on them regularly with your team. In addition, you want to make sure that you foster a culture within your business that emphasizes awareness of risk and encourages the people to be proactive about managing risks as they are identified in your company. And lastly, when you are done generating your risk management plan, you want to make sure that you and future employees can access it and refer to it quickly. Mitigating and managing your business risks is so important for sustainable growth and resilience. By identifying your potential challenges early, implementing effective mitigation strategies, and regularly reviewing and adapting your approach, you can safeguard your business against disruptions and foster confidence among your customers and stakeholders. Remember, proactive risk management not only protects your assets, but also positions your business to seize opportunities for long-term success.